Welcome to We the People University. My name is Abaya Israel, former police officer, former sheriff deputy. This is one of the first videos on this channel. So if you're here, we appreciate you joining us. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe because we want to grow this channel. This is going to be a channel giving you, the people, the citizens, those who know your basic rights. Hopefully you know your basic rights. If you don't, we're going to teach you on this channel. But we're going to give you, the people, the breakdowns on all these videos across YouTube, videos that are happening with the interactions with citizens and, the people in the police. But we're going to give it to you from a police officer's viewpoint, which is as me, right? So we're going to break some things down today. What we're going to look at, when a police officer actually gets mad because you refuse to, well, not you, but the driver that he pulled over refuses to roll down his window. One of the things that stands out to me is when the driver asks the police officer, is that a lawful order? And listen to his response. See, most police officers don't have a real deep understanding of the law because you got to think about it. We go to academy 5, maybe 6 months, and then from the academy, we come out. So what do we know from that point? Well, I know you ran a red light. I know you're supposed to stop at the stop sign. Well, that's battery when you hit that person. So we know the basics, but things about the Constitution, like, really understanding, the Fourth Amendment, for example, one of the most violated, amendments of the Constitution, we don't have a deep knowledge of. And most police officers don't continue to study it, the thing that they said they would protect, your constitutional rights. Most police officers don't continue to study that, but some of us actually did continue to study it. And so we want to look at some of these videos, and through these videos, I'm going to be giving you on tips on what to do, what not to do, when encountering the police, so it's good that you know your basic rights. All right. It's really, really, really good that you know your basic rights. You should know them. If you don't, I'm going to have down in the description, it's a link to my free ebook. Download it. Download the ebook. A lot of good information in there. It's going to lead you on the path to knowing what you need to do, what you can do, what you can't do when you're dealing with police. All right. Because trust me, if you don't know your rights when you're dealing with the police, there's a great chance, I would say about an 80 or 90% chance that your rights can be violated. Now, it could be on purpose because some officers, they just violate your rights. It is what it is. But there are a lot of police officers who probably violate your rights and have no clue that they're violating your rights. And if you don't know your rights and you don't know that your rights are being violated, then how do you know? How do you know to put a stop to police misconduct? Because they don't know and you don't know. You're two people out there just, I don't know. None of us know, I guess. But you got to know your rights. All right. So if you don't have a good foundation on your basic rights, in the description below, you need to check that out. Right. Get that free ebook. So let's check this video out. What happens when police officers get mad when you don't roll down your window? And sometimes I kind of hate to say that, man, I'm a police officer. You don't know this stuff. Like, how are you an officer? You don't know these things. But let's get it right now from a police officer's perspective. Let's check this out. Sorry. Welcome to the party. I hit the party out of it. Baby, welcome to the party. Damn, that shit crazy. Windows down for me, please. No, I'd rather not put my window down. Windows down now. Yo. All your windows down now. I refuse to put my window down. Windows down. Yo, is you serious, bro? Roll your windows down now. No.
Oh my fucking god, man. You kidding me, bro.
It's a lot more difficult, but it needs to put the windows down. Roll your windows down. Oh, roll your windows down now.
They both sitting there with guns in their hand. And they expect me to roll my window down. I feel like pulling off, not rolling my fucking window down.
Window down.
I'm not.
Open the door.
No.
Open the door.
No. What you grabbing my shit for? Why you grabbing my doors like that?
What are you doing? Open the door.
No.
Roll down that window so he can talk to you.
My window is down so he can talk to me. It's not my fault he's scared to approach. You got guns. You got your hands on guns. So you expect me to just... Nah, that's fucking crazy. Nah, man. Y'all sitting here looking like y'all ready to shoot me. You mad because I won't roll the window down some more? Come up here. You just walked up here. Why is he scared to walk up here? That's bullshit, man. Fuck out of here. Now you don't got no problem walking up here.
What are you doing, man?
What are you doing, bro? I was about to roll my window down and I sit there. You put your window down with your gun on your head.
How many times I asked you before I even went for my gun?
Oh, well.
What is the problem with
it? Is it a lawful order?
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So he asked the driver, well, actually the driver asked the deputy, was that a lawful order? And the deputy goes, yes, it's a lawful order. Obviously, this deputy has no clue what a lawful order is. Let's look and see, what is a lawful order? A lawful order is one that a police officer can legally, that's why it's capitalized and in all red. A lawful order is one that a police officer can legally issue and enforce. So in other words, if there is no law that states that you have to roll your window down, then he cannot order you to roll your window down. It's plain and simple.
What lawful order is it?
I'm giving you an order to roll your windows down.
And how is that lawful?
We cannot see in here.
All right. So look at the car. All right. To me, it makes no sense. There are no tints on this car whatsoever. No dark tints on the car. Maybe some water from the rain that may make it a little bit more challenging probably to look inside, but there are no tints on the car. You can see inside of the vehicle. At this point, if you ask me, the deputy, he's doing too much. I walk up to a car. First thing I'm looking for, I'm gonna keep my eye on the driver, make sure he doesn't, jump out the car with a, a machete or a bazooka or something. But I'm gonna look in the back seat as I walk up to make sure, there's nobody just waiting for me to pass to probably, I don't know, stab or shoot me, God forbid. But you're being safe, right? There's no reason I need to demand the driver, roll your window down right now because I can't see in your car. There's no tints. There's nothing hindering me from seeing. That's just the deputy want to be. I reserve my comment. Let's finish the video.
Oh, well, I didn't know that.
You're trying to protect a stop that would have been a warning.
I'm trying to protect myself. I'm trying to protect myself, bro.
How are you doing that by not rolling your windows down?
I ain't even see y'all behind me. Here you go. You want to answer that question you asked, or you want to cut yourself off and me off while I'm answering your question?
Registration.
Oh, all right. There you go. It's been ready for you the whole time.
Playing games for no reason.
I'm not playing any games.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
It's a simple command. Roll your windows down just so I could make sure that I don't have any threats coming up to the vehicle.
All right, well.
Come on.
I ain't like your approach. I ain't like your approach.
How are you protecting yourself by not doing a simple order?
Bruh, I feel like I should have pulled off.
That's a bad idea.
Hey, I don't give a if that keep me alive, bro. You putting your hands on your
doing
I had two men with guns at the back of my car telling me to roll my window down.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense for me to just do it. I should have pulled the fuck off. That's not my problem. It's not illegal for me to have my window up. You're a cop. You should know that.
I've had traffic stops where I've gotten upset before, right? Now, hear me out. I've had traffic stops where I've gotten upset because no matter how nice you are, no matter how much you respect the driver or the passenger, if they're there as well, no matter how much you respect them, and they've clearly like not just caught the tail end of a red light, but blown right through a red light, like 2 or 3 seconds late after the light's red. But you're still being nice and you've been courteous, and they're just still being a butthole to you. I've been upset, but I've never shown it. I always kept it inside. In my mind, I may be thinking, all right, this driver's a butthole. You know what I'm saying? But I don't show it. Here, you see this officer, he kind of just blows up. All right, well, you have a nice day. And he walks off. That's really unprofessional. That's really unprofessional. Listen, police officers, I get it. And deputies, they're people too. When I was doing a job, I was a person too. So you're going to get upset sometimes. But you got to know how to remain professional. The driver doesn't have to be professional. They can be buttholes. They're not held to some policy or a job that says they have to be professional, but you are. And what he just did was not professional.
Hey, what's up, partner?
What's up?
What you up to, man?
What's going on?
You going to work or what?
I'm just doing my thing.
Huh? I can't hear you too well.
How you doing? Hey, what's your name, fast number, sir?
Barrera 0505.
How you doing, man? My name Rolando.
Yeah. When's the last time you smoked marijuana, man? It's pretty strong coming out of your car, bud.
Man, I believe that's.
You still got any left in the vehicle?
I don't smoke weed.
I can smell it though.
When's
the last time you smoked marijuana?
You don't smell no weed in this car.
Is that what you're smoking now?
Yeah.
The old hemp?
Yeah.
It's the odor, dude. Is there anything else left in the car?
There's nothing illegal in this car.
Okay. You live in Frederick?
I don't answer any questions.
Okay. That's fine. You think tight, all right?
All right, thank you.
All right. When an officer or a deputy, a law enforcement officer states that I smell marijuana in your car, get ready for the search. This is just a setup for the search. So now they're saying that I smell marijuana in your car. So now they're just trying to set the ground for the search. In reality, the deputy is just upset because the driver is not cooperating, But once you say, hey, I smell weed, I smell marijuana, now you're trying to lay a foundation. So when I do search, I can have probable cause, right? But hey, the driver, he does well. You're going to see that he's going to continue to record, which you should do, but also state, I do not consent to any searches. Now, once that happens, once you state, I don't consent to a search, and they proceed to search anyway, and hey, listen, get you an attorney, take it into a court. You must prove why you searched my vehicle. Where is it? What probable cause did you have? Oh, just the fact that you say you smelled marijuana. Well, I was smoking a cigarette. You clearly could see the driver smoking a cigarette. You smelled the marijuana over the cigarette. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's highly unlikely, especially now that I know that your partner is extremely mad and it's on video. And this could just be a move. Well, why? To retaliate. It's a retaliation move. It's not like we don't see it all the time, every day, all over the country, right? But he does the right thing. He gets out. He continues to record. Check this out.
When I give you the commands, I need you to follow them. Turn the vehicle off.
You asked me to step out of the car?
Not yet. I'm telling you to turn the vehicle off. Put that out for me. Is your door open?
No, it's not.
You need to do that for me right now.
Are you pulling me out the car?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. You should have said that in the first place. You talking to me like I'm fucking 3 years old or something.
Hey, let's just be real. This deputy is an asshole. All right. I've asked people to step out of the car several times before, for good reason. I've never walked up to anybody's car, turn your car off, put that cigarette out, put that phone down. Is your door? Man, if you're going to ask him to step out, ask him to step out of the car, just like the driver said. Listen, man, if you're going to ask me to step out, I'm going to step out. He's not resisting. He's complying. So just stop being a butthole. This still stems from the fact that the driver did not roll his window down. It's ridiculous. And you can see, you will see a close up later in the video of this deputy. I think he's just a young guy, Well, I look young too, but I'm 40, so I've been doing it for a little while, right? But he's like a young guy, young buck. You could say he's full of testosterone, and his emotions have gotten the best of him. His feelings are hurt. He thinks the driver has gotten one up on him, so now this is a retaliation move. Know your rights, but the driver does good though. He knows, hey, if the officer asks me to step out of the vehicle, I must step out of the vehicle. Pennsylvania versus Mims, that's case law. Wilson versus Maryland, that's case law. In both of those cases, the courts have ruled that if an officer asks the driver to step out or the passenger, that you must comply. So obviously this driver knows his rights, and he knows what he can and can't do. So he's complying, he's stepping out, because now this is a lawful order. Remember, roll your windows down. That is not a lawful order. But step out of the vehicle, now that's a lawful order. Why? Because it's a law that says I can ask you to step out of the vehicle. The Supreme Court ruled on this thing. So this guy's, he's pretty good. I like the video so far. I like this driver. He's following along just nicely. Let's watch.
That rolling, but it's not going to be in your hand.
It's not going to be in my hand. All right,
Unlock the door now, please.
Give me a second. Oh, so taking the camera out of here.
Unlock the door now. Unlock it now. I'm giving you commands. I need you to listen to them. Are you clear?
Yo, what's the commands, man? I got shit to do. What's up?
Cool. Interlock your fingers behind your head. Interlock your fingers behind your head.
All right, what's good? Can be petty.
I give you a stance. I know what that means.
I just did, man. Stop playing, bro. You're not gonna get nowhere with me acting like that, bro. You should tell me that. Otherwise, I'm going to you push me in my back.
Stand over here on the side of the vehicle.
Side of it?
Yeah, I want you to do that. You on probation or something?
Man, I don't answer the question.
Lean up on the car for me.
I'm not relaxed at all.
That's fine. Just lean up on the car for
I'm not going to lay on the car.
What are you upset about?
I don't like the way your coworker.
Can I help you understand what's going on?
I don't. First off,
Have you been through this process?
First off, I don't believe you smoke any marijuana in that car. So my car's being, I'm a grown man with grown man going through my shit. I don't like the way that man's talking to me,
Okay.
and that's my problem.
Well, every action has a reaction, man. You're being tense. You're being a little deceptive.
I'm being
There's
sensitive. I'm being deceptive.
there's odor of marijuana in your vehicle, okay?
All right.
So because of your behavior, that's why he's stepping it up a little bit.
Okay, he's stepping it up. Check
You're
this
making
out.
him feel uncomfortable.
What am I doing illegal? I'm making him feel uncomfortable.
You're not doing.
I got 3 men with guns in my face, and I'm making you feel uncomfortable. Nah, well, when you weren't there with the way they approached my car. So that's what set the tone for me.
This is my first interaction with you.
That's cool, but it's your first interaction after a reaction with your man. So it is what it is. I'm pissed off. It is what it is. I understand you're being real respectful. My bad. You're being real respectful and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I haven't done nothing illegal since his whole stop. So I don't care if he feels a certain way and he's stepping it up. I haven't done nothing illegal. I don't answer questions. That's my right. I didn't roll my window down. It's my right. And that's how I'm
marijuana is not illegal. It's decriminalized in Maryland. I know you got Virginia tags. That's what I was asking. Where are you from, man?
It ain't nothing illegal in my car. I told you that.
I don't want to answer questions. I'm going to explain to you what's going on, okay? So in Maryland, marijuana is decriminalized. Anything under 10 grams is considered a civil citation. Anything over 10 is criminal. I'm very aware of that. You have odor of marijuana in your vehicle, so he's going to find out. And that's why I asked, is there anything else in the car that we need to know about? But you told me you didn't want to answer questions.
Mm-hmm. If I would,
so based on the odor, he's going to search the car. He's going to pat you down.
Let me ask you a question. If I were to answer your question,
it makes it a lot easier.
No, you would have still searched my car. That's bullshit.
All right. So the driver's like, I don't answer questions. But if you pay attention, indirectly, he answered the question by asking the deputy, if I would have answered your question, what would you have done? He said, yeah, you still would have searched my car, indicating that, yeah, I probably did have some weed in there or some marijuana in there at some point in time, even if it's not there now, because had I answered your question, you would have searched my car. Now, that could still mean no, but I don't know. In court, maybe a good prosecutor can play with that. Well, judge, he didn't quite say yeah, but it does lean towards, the deputies, smelling something in there. He's kind of indicating that there was some marijuana in there. This is why you need to exercise your right and remain silent. If you're going to exercise your Fifth Amendment right, exercise it fully, not halfway. Let's finish watching it.
Okay, so what do you said, so if I didn't answer the question, so you're searching the car. That's bullshit. Yeah. You guys gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna make you do your job. It's just that simple. I'm not answering any questions, and that's fine. I appreciate you being very professional while you're dealing with me. But other than that, the way he acting, I'm set off. So he stepped it up, I'm gonna step it up. Okay. It's just that simple. I refuse to have a dude with a gun and a bulletproof vest on and talk about he fearing for his safety. That's bullshit. I don't want to hear that dumb shit. I ain't with that. That's ridiculous. He fears for my, oh man.
You good, man. You can lean up on it if you want. You got some heat up there.
No, I'm all right. I'm fine. It's a nice day. It was about 54 degrees. Doing all right today.
As we see, they're searching his vehicle, right? Now, most people say, well, in order for the police to search my vehicle, you have to have a warrant. Well, I'm going to advise you that there are certain circumstances where the police can search you or your vehicle without a warrant. One we saw earlier when they say, hey, I smell marijuana. That was just a foundation laying plot that they did so they can search the vehicle. The other is consent or plain view or incident to arrest. And what consent is you simply telling the deputy, hey, yeah, you can search my vehicle. Or the police officer, yeah, you can search my vehicle. But remember this, if you give consent, you can always withdraw that consent as well. Most people don't know that. You can withdraw that consent that you gave to the officer to search your vehicle. Now, you have to withdraw it before they find something, I don't know, a bag of marijuana or something, because at that point, they now have probable cause to continue to search. And now, if they find something, at that point, you can't withdraw the consent. Plain view. If you're sitting in your car and there's a bag of marijuana or a blunt in the ashtray, at that point, it's in plain view. Now, I can seize that. I can get you out the car. I can place you under arrest, depending on the laws of the state. And now I can search the vehicle. And the other is incident to arrest. That's when you're placed under arrest and now you can be searched. Now your property can be searched. So therefore, you want to be careful. Make sure you don't give the police officer any reason to arrest you, because at that point now, incident to arrest, he can search you.
I'm not going to just go record and do what I want.
Stand right here.
Stop pushing me. Stop pushing me.
All right, well, stand right here, bud. I don't want.
You telling me to stand in the street. You don't want me at his window. I'm there at his window.
Look,
lock me up if it's illegal.
I've been respectful with you. I'm asking you.
And until you just push me and yell at me.
You're not listening.
What am I doing? That's a problem. Standing in the fucking grass. You can't even justify telling me to stand on the street.
You're not gonna come up.
I'm not going to stand here. I'm gonna stand back from this window.
Stand right here.
I'm gonna fuck out of here, yo. Can't impede my right to record. That's simple as that.
Your attitude is going to get this reaction.
My attitude is going to get this reaction. You're going to get my reaction every time people talk to me like that. My attitude is not against the law. Now, you've been respectful this whole time. Why don't you keep it professional and stop trying to impede my right to record?
Why don't you keep it professional?
I'm not fucking professional. I'm a fucking citizen. I don't have no way to conduct myself when you pull me over and push me into the street.
Yeah,
well, I'm saying it's off of the street. You cannot justify why the fuck I need to stand in the street and not stand by his window.
It's officer safety.
It's officer safety. I perfectly stepped back, and now I'm stepping back even further, and now you're just impeding my right to record. So what good reason do you have? What good reason do you have? What good reason do you have for me to move away from this window and record this officer for his safety?
Yes,
while you sitting here with a gun and badge, taser, gun and badge. Yeah, that's bullshit. You and I both
I'm
know
trying
it.
to stir up certain emotions.
I'm not trying to stir up any
Yes, you
emotions.
are.
I'm trying to
You're not
record this officer like I was doing, and you're trying to stop me. That's what's happening.
You're angry about other things, but you're not letting us know.
What's the difference recording him right here?
I could see when I was by his window. He told me to step in front of the window.
You could reach in and touch him. That's what he's saying.
Okay, well now I can't. So what's the reason for telling me to move, right? All right then. Simple as that. Worry about doing your job and not controlling people. Controlling people. Okay. Well, I'm not in danger. I'm not in the street. You're not in danger. Where I was standing at, you can't justify that. Simple as that. It's not going to be do what I say or this. You already told me searching my car because I wouldn't answer questions. Fuck out of here, man. We're gonna all learn. Okay. Well, you searched the car and you didn't find weed. So what? So what then?
So now he's just printing the ticket.
Okay. Cool. But now I'm sitting here recording, and my right in record is being impeded.
Recording?
I am recording.
Right.
I'm recording everything.
So what's being impeded?
I was recording him.
Yeah.
You want? We can act like you're gonna say I was inside the window.
I mean, you were very close.
I was very close. Okay, and I stepped back, and that wasn't good enough.
Okay.
That wasn't good enough.
This is fine.
Then I stepped back some more, and this ain't good enough because now you standing in front of the window. I was recording, so so here we go. So I don't know. I'm not being professional. I don't have to be professional, bro. I just got pulled over, and I really don't know why.
You almost crashed. That's why.
I almost crashed because I fishtailed.
Yeah.
Because I fishtailed.
You were all over the place.
You right.
You asked for the conditions.
Hey, I didn't
You
tell.
hit the white line.
I didn't tell. Look,
You were.
I didn't hear
all
this
over the
until
road.
just now. That was my question.
You know why?
Cool.
You know why?
What's your name and badge number?
I'm Deputy Bowling.
Roland? That's how you pronounce it?
Yep, right there.
What's your badge number?
We don't have badge numbers.
Now he tries to record the police or the deputy who stopped him, and the corporal, I guess, the supervisor, he's preventing him. He's like impeding and stepping and crushing his First Amendment rights. This is why I commend this driver. He's recording everything, so if he decides to take this into court, I always say, listen, make your attorney's job easier. If you are going to go into court, if you're going to hire an attorney, know your basic rights, all right? Because if you know your basic rights, what's going to happen? You're going to operate within the realm which you can operate. That's within your rights, and you're not going to violate your rights. So then you're also going to know when the officers step outside of, protecting you and your rights. Now, mind you, if you don't know your basic rights, then when they're violated, how do you know they're violated? But this guy knows his rights. He continues to record, and everything's on camera. So if he decides to go into court or tries to at least file a complaint, everything's there. So now what he's doing is putting the pressure on the deputies to justify everything because he has not done anything illegal at this point.
You don't have no numbers that identify you at all?
My ID number is 481.
481? I appreciate it.
And all this stuff to be on the ticket.
Yeah, that's all that's really important. But I do appreciate y'all for maintaining a level of professionalism. Except for you when you impeded my right to record. I don't play with my rights. Just like it's my right to roll my window up, keep my window up.
And you don't respect this mutual, right?
Respect have I disrespected you?
Yes, you have.
In what way? Please tell me so I can make sure it doesn't happen again. My whole demeanor is disrespectful.
Yeah, when you go back and review your GoPro video, you'll see what
you're going to be able to review it too. Okay. Disrespect is a widely overused word.
No, it's not.
Okay. Disrespectful. It's disrespectful, but I don't listen to what you tell me to do. That's not disrespectful. I just didn't want to listen. It's disrespectful for you to push and yell at somebody, though. That's what you did. That's what you did. That's what you did. I'm not going to listen to any order that's unlawful. Simple as that. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You should respect that. But you find it disrespectful, as you said. That's terrible. It's all good. It's not your fault. You weren't well educated. What you got for me? And what's your name?
LeBay,
LeBay, that's cute.
581.
What you got?
There you go. That's your copy. Do you want to take it or not?
Stereo should stop.
Do you want to take this?
Can you hold it still so I can read it? Because you ain't explaining it to me, which is the professional way to do it. That's protocol. Oh, stereo to stop it. Oh, let's do this. All right.
Yep.
Good luck
Have a
proving
nice
that
day.
one. You have a good day. And fuck you very much.
Yep.
Fucking asshole.
I don't know if you noticed, but that hand was shaking pretty good. I'm not sure if it was because he was angry or he was nervous or scared or whatever, but this is a traffic stop that could have went completely different. All right. Good thing. Kudos to the driver. He knew his rights. And for the most part, you know, he did what he needed to do and he kept recording. If I had to grade this, I would give this driver like, I don't know, 95, 98, you know. Maybe a 98, because, you know, I wouldn't have been arguing with them on the side of the road. Don't argue with the police, you know, state what you have to state, remain silent when you choose to remain silent, invoke your Fifth Amendment rights, like this driver, continue to practice your First Amendment rights, and don't fight with them. When they, force you to do something, let it go. Okay, well, I don't agree, but I'll comply for my safety. And you continue to record that way, because believe this or not, if something happens where you do have to go into a courtrooms do look at attitudes. They do look at how you're responding. Even if you feel like the deputy or the officer is wrong, they're going to look at the way you're responding and your attitude. So I would just advise, don't argue. If you feel like the officer is wrong, don't argue. Just state your case, say what you need to say, and then just record. But kudos, so for the most part, to this driver. He did know his rights, his basic rights, and that's a good thing, because most people don't know their basic rights. If I remember correctly, 37%. That's staggering. What I'm about to tell you, 37% of people can't name one right that the First Amendment protects. That is a big number. To be able to name one right, 37%, that's a huge number. So with that being said, you got to know your basic rights, okay? Look down in the description below. I have a link to my free ebook. Download that ebook. It's free. I mean, what do you got to lose besides like 30 seconds to go download it and I don't know, an hour or so or 20 minutes to read it, however fast you read. Download the ebook. Know your basic rights. So if this is ever you that's encountering, you know, police and they have these bad and wacky attitudes, you know how to move forward with and how to deal with them. Don't get caught not knowing what to do. Don't allow your rights to be violated and you not have a clue that they're even violated. Stand up for yourself. Again, thanks for joining We the People University. Till next time.